Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new series of Transport Fever 2. We just finished a stream with Delris 7, who is a guest on today's show, a co-host,
Hello.
and he's here. So this is a game about building transport networks around the different maps of towns and industries. Okay, so the year is 1860. I didn't, or 1860, 1880. I didn't want to start in 1850 because it takes forever for vehicles to unlock, and but I still want to explore the steam era as much as possible because that's where it's at. So the way Transport Fever works is if we go to the town of South Haven, we have commercial buildings, industrial buildings, and residential buildings. If we click on these, there are two people who live here. That's two NPCs that shop in the commercial buildings, work in the industrial buildings, and live in the residential buildings. And if we start building train networks to all the different towns, they will want to move to the different towns. Like, for example, if we make a line to Canyon Valley, people will be like, oh, wow, there's jobs in Canyon Valley. Let's go work there. But I want to shop in Shoreport, so we'll go there. But I live in South Haven, so we need to go back. And the more direct you make your passenger routes, the better. But the problem is we are playing on the River Delta map, which is a Transport Fever 1 map imported into Transport Fever 2. And this map is a doozy. We're going to start on South Haven, and our goal in the next few episodes is to create a bridge that spans across this river to West Haven, which is all the way over here. And I've played this map before. This bridge cost $160 million or something ridiculous like that. I started us off with $500 million, which might seem like a lot, but despite what we're going to build today, you're going to be surprised and realize that it's not that much. So, to get started, actually, Sam, you also have this game now, right?
I do. I haven't actually played it yet, but I've just recently bought it.
Nice. Well, yeah, this will be sort of like a tutorial episode for those who don't know how to play.
That's
So,
great.
to
I need
start
all the
off,
help I can get.
yeah. So usually what I do first is I build the trains, but we're going to do this first. We're going to build a bus terminal. Actually, no, we should put the train station in first so we know where it is. So, rule 1 in Transport Fever, if the town isn't the right shape, demolish it. Just get rid of streets and buildings as you need, because they'll grow back as you work. So, this is going to be the South Haven Railroad Station. And what we're going to do actually is not put the station there. We're going to put it a little over this way, right? And then we're going to put the passenger, so see how this food processing plant is over here?
Yes, yeah.
So South Haven requires food, and Shoreport is a direct shot north. But we can make a freight and passenger station that comes in and drops off food and also shares the line with passenger trains. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a 320 meter station, and that's always, you always want to max out the, actually, does this look right? No, that doesn't look right. This game is a lot of aesthetics, you know? So we're actually going to pull this guy out here, and then we're going to do that, and that looks a lot better, I think. But now, there's a cool feature in Transport Fever called the Station Configurator tool. And as you can see, we have a million track types. These are all mods. I love my narrow gauge. We're going to do standard gauge for right now, but we'll get to some narrow gauge today. And we're going to put in 1, 2. Notice how I'm not putting platforms. because these tracks are not tracks for stopping. These two in the middle are what are called passing tracks. So the wheat trains are going to come from down here, come up to the factory, then come back through and just do a big old loop. We're going to call that the Grainer's loop for semi-obvious reasons.
Chris, just before you go on, it looks like on the stream that the resolution is not lining up with like the window. Like there's a big chunk of black screen.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Twit or OBS. Okay, I fixed it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Sort of fixed it. Let's adjust. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Oh my God, that would have been a badman.
Oopsies.
Yeah. But yeah, so now we have our 2-track station with 2 passing tracks, and these are all going to be one way, maybe except the cargo station. But in order for the station to accept cargo, we need to put a cargo building. And then we need to make sure that the street talks to the station. So if you don't see the squigglies, if you don't see these little fingers coming out, they're not connected. And it's imperative that they are, because that will mess up your line if you don't have it, and you'll lose a lot of money. So anyway, now we have this nice little block that we can put in our first bus station, and we have a lot of options here. We could do like a loop stop and have it be a throughway. This is the default one. If you have no mods, this is what it looks like. We're going to put in one of these just because. Go into the configurator, add a street access here, and then have it extend out like so. Oh, that looks awful. Oh, that's bad. We don't do bad here. What does this look like? Does this look okay? No, it looks like garbage. Narrow angle. All right. So, when in doubt, knock it down. Then, now that looks better. Okay, so we have our first bus station. To make more bus stations, we go in, we get the bus stop. And then we put them here. And this is going to be a 2-way. So buses coming down here are going to go this way, and buses coming in this way are going to go that way. But then they're going to meet here. We're going to come around. Going to put one here. And then we're going to curve this road. And extend it out around like so. Booper. And then... Right? Right. So, how do we make vehicles? Well, we have to go into buildings for road. We need to buy a road depot. Notice there's also a tram depot. We may get to that as well. So we put the bus depot down, and then we buy some buses. Right now they're just horse-drawn carriages and like this L'Aubesson, which was an early steam-powered bus, which I wouldn't want to ride. I'd rather be in a carriage away from the steam engine or driving it, but...
There you go.
And then we make our line. So, line 1 will be bus, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this will be... SH will be South Haven. Bus 1. And that's how we'll categorize it for this one. And then we make another line. 1. Right, this is going the right way. Yeah, 1, 2. And we do it like clockwise and counterclockwise. Except I messed it up somehow. Right? Wait. What? Okay, you're coming from Sycamore Street, Madison Street, South Street. Okay, apparently, okay, so here's something that I didn't account for, which was the lines being finicky, as they often are. So we're going to start with South Street, come in here. And South Haven Halt, you're going to come in on line 2. Did I make this a one-way street? No, I couldn't have. Okay, here's a waypoint. We can do this. Actually, wait, no, I'll put it back here. Then line 1. Oh, you know what I did? That's what I did wrong. I put the bus stop on the wrong side of the street. Be very careful, because it's very easy to mess up. Let's go to this waypoint. Now we no longer need it. Okay, there we go. That looks better. So, South Haven Halt, South Street, South Haven Halt. At station, then we go boom, 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 boom. Meadow Street. And now it works. Cool. It looks a little weird, but yeah. So then, we come in here, paint these orange, put them on line 1, which we now need to rename South Haven Bus 2. You can add and remove as needed. Okay, so the thing is, this bus stop, this bus station, is going to make no money. Or this bus route is going to make no money because there's not really many places to go. So we need a route that makes money. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to turn this grain line into a monstrosity with all of our accrued loans from the bank. The Bank of Delris, if you will.
There you go.
So we're going to put 2 double-track stations next to the wheat farm. And this is not usually what I'd recommend, but for now, we'll just do that because... Okay. So when making tracks, if you have a cliff right here, you want to avoid making bridges and tunnels as much as possible unless you have the money to do so. So in a case like this, you want to make sure that the outermost track is like your buffer track. You know what I mean? So like this will be like as far as it goes. And then you bring out this one. And then these will make a sharper turn. And these are all going to be one way on their way to yonder food factory. Sometimes tunnels aren't that expensive. The depth is really the killer. Like if you have a tunnel going through a mountain, that's going to be far more expensive than a tunnel just, you know, like passing through like a little chunk of land, you know what I mean?
Gotcha, yeah, yeah.
So then we'll have these link up over here. It's going to look a little weird, but it always looks weird from the top down, but really what matters is does it look good from down on the ground level.
Sure.
It's like if we come down here. Yeah, see that looks weird. So we're not going to do that. That, on the other hand, does not look any better. It's because of this little bump. So, here's a little tip and trick for you. You can adjust the height elevation of track. So if we go here, notice how this arrow is like pointing up? We can have it go down by clicking on the arrow. And now, that looks natural.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Very
wait,
cool.
I'm not streaming in the Discord.
Yeah, it's just a little delayed, but yeah, I'm able to see it.
All right. Well, now I'm streaming away. Okay. Now the thing is, making a quadruple tracked main line to start out is pretty expensive, which is why I gave us so much money. Oh wow, see that bridge is, this is why you don't want to do bridges. $1 million. So we're gonna have to figure something else out. Gonna have it slope down. And you always want to follow the contour of the land to the best of your ability. Methinks this bridge might be unavoidable. Unless we go down. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, okay. A little bridge, that's fine. That looks nice. However, though, the land sharply points up. So we might run into some issues there. And also there's going to be the coal loop here. And then there's going to be passenger lines going over here and like all sorts of stuff. So we're going to do a little bit of tunnel, a little bit of expensive tunnel. And some foresight is never not warranted. Okay. So for this, we have 4 trains coming out. So we need 4 trains coming in to this spot. But we also have 1, 2, 3 food trains. So this needs to be a 7-tracked station. A real monstrous monster, if you catch my drift. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a road. It's going to get a squiggly. Then we're going to connect with our squigglies. And now we have our gigantic food processing plant all ready to go. And the way I want to do it is I want to come around the back. So we're going to go through this valley a little bit. Unavoidable bridge, that's okay. Oof. Yikers. Okay, maybe there's another way. If we curve a little more sharply. Yeah, see, that's following the contour of the land somewhat. Just kind of coming down in like an S-turn. Now we want to be going up. Oh, that's not going to happen either. Okay, so we'll do this. Kind of mitigate our tunnelage a little bit. Come around in a big old circle. And we'll see what this does. So then we connect up here. How many bridges? No bridges, but weird lumpies. Weird lumpies are okay so long as they're not like... Yeah. Okay. So that only cost us about 20 million. And then we just rinse and repeat for all the others. Now that we have one down, we can just basically just trace, and it automatically does it for you, which is a really cool feature.
Nice.
Now this track is long enough that we're probably going to be able to run something like 20 trains on this line, which is really good because I have a mod that ups industry performance, so we're going to need a lot of like real heavy duty trains running on this line. But because there's 4 tracks and this line is so long, what we can afford to do is when we hit a flat section, we're gonna peel this in here like so, and then again like so. Then we put in our signals. We got signals that look like this. We got signals that look like this. I like these better. So we're going to use these. We want them to be spaced out enough so that the train's noses aren't over the switch. And then, yeah, we pretty much just do as do. We'll make these one way. Yeah, so this will just be like this giant grain racetrack. Trains will just be going down in mass quantities. Alright, but now there's a slightly complicated bit where we're going to actually have these tracks diverge again. How does that look? Junctions are always the thing you gotta watch out for. Junctions, road crossings, and like X junctions, like, because they always get lumpy and weird and... Yeah. Sam, I'm real excited for your playthrough of this. It's going to be real fun to watch.
Yeah, I feel like when I first load up, it's just gonna be like me just spending all my money on nonsense and not knowing what to do and, and just like running my company into the ground. But I'll get the hang of it.
Yeah. That's honestly, that's like, it took me a long time to kind of get the feel for it, you know?
Hmm.
Block that. Block that. And now we can begin the loop. So we need... Okay, I'm not doing that bridge. I'm gonna do... Actually, wait, yeah, this is high enough, or low enough, rather, that we could do this. Which is cheaper. It's always cheaper to just dig the land. So they're gonna come roaring out of the station on a downhill, loop around, then... We're not gonna go over the mountain. We're just gonna go right through the old bird. On level track. Let's try to get it. Oh wow, going uphill is cheaper. It's slower, but... Okay, and this connects up to the leftmost. Not the passenger line, but this one. Cool. Then, bring this one back. And right before the tunnel, we'll do this. And we'll do this. Yeah, the thing is, if you try to build something like this without, like, the capital, you will, like, run out of money.
Sure. Yeah, you gotta like budget yourself appropriately.
Yeah, and see, I screwed this up. Because, yeah, I mean, you could build, like, the most complicated track system ever, but then you have to buy the trains.
Right, right.
And then it actually has to work, you know? And there's a lot of ways to make, like, an error and have, like, your line not work.
Mm.
And one of the strengths of this line is the trains are just constantly moving around in a circle, but the circle is so big that they're spending most of their lifespan running empty, which is just like spent profits.
Right.
But when we upgrade this track to like high speed, what's going to happen is it's not going to matter as much because the trains are like fast enough that they'll keep going. But for 1880 speeds, it's going to be a little challenging. And there it is. The grain loop is pretty much done, except for some signal things.
Beautiful.
Whoops. No, not that way. Let's turn one way off in case we mess up. One thing I think Transport Fever should do in the next update is after 1940, all the semaphore signals are gone and they're all replaced with electric lights.
Hmm.
Because you have to, like, manually replace them yourself, which is...
Yeah, that can be a little annoying.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Now we need to make the loop leaving the town. Wow, I am amazed that it didn't want to make a bridge there. actually, wait, which one did I do? Did that one, which comes across like yonder to this. Okay. And then... Wait, what am I doing? Oh, wow, I messed up again. Oopie. It's alright, I'll fix it. Yeah, this is a very, like, chill kind of game.
Yeah, yeah, this is a game to just like relax and turn your mind off almost.
Yeah. Okay, so one loop is done. 2 loops, I should say. Then, we'll make, at the bottom of this hill, make the diverging path. How does this look? Beautiful. Also, trains that have to climb up hills. Actually, we'll get to that in a minute, but, okay. So, the Grainer's Loop is finished. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like a model railway. It just goes in a circle. But now, we need to connect the food line to South Haven. And the 4 main towns are South Haven, East Haven, West Haven, and North Haven. And I think there's a New Haven somewhere. This is the fictional Havenland, which is not at all related to Connecticut.
I was about to say.
But each of these major towns is going to have their own railway system. And the South Haven is the first, having been inspired by the successful Connecticut company trolley system, was like, oh, well, we could do that. So they did. Oh, see, here's an issue. So this track is on the outside, but it needs to loop back to this area, and without double tracking and having train. I mean, you know what? Actually, maybe we don't need to do that. We'll just have that be decorative. So if you want to make a double track work in this, you diverge, then you put a signal here, right? A one-way signal here. And then you put another one-way signal going this way. So now this track will always be, like, it'll be up on the right and down on the left, or, and it'll just always be that way, no matter what orientation. I think you need to get a special mod for the signals to be like the opposite, like driving on the left. But nobody should ever drive on the left.
No, what is this, England? Get out of here.
Yeah. But yeah, so then when you want to make a junction into a freight depot, this is something I always make a mistake with. You want to leave enough space so that the tail of the train, if it's longer than 320 meters, doesn't foul the junction and block up the route, because that will be really problematic. Also, we have quite a few viewers right now. That's pretty good. And only one of them is a bot. That's amazing. Okay, so now we have a semi-functional route. The wheat comes from down here, goes to the Shoreport. Oh, that's not the Shoreport station. This is South Haven Railroad. Sustenance Company. cool. This should be South Haven, yes. And then when the grain gets dropped off, this turns it into bread, and then the bread comes down here, gets dropped off at South Haven, and comes all the way back up. So, now we can make our lines. Let's do it. South Haven Railroad, we must differentiate. Grain, 1. South Haven Railroad, grain, 2. South Haven Railroad, grain, 3. South Haven Railroad, grain, 4. All right, let's do it. 1, 2. 1, 2. See how it took a different track?
Yeah.
Then 1, 2. Then 1, 2. Nice. Now we have all 4 going into different. It does that automatically. It'll like a free platform will be picked. Then the 5th line, South Haven Railroad, South Haven Food. Yeah. 1, 2. And see how it, because of our one-way signals, it automatically does the double track. Okay, so now the fun part. We get to buy some trains. Isn't that what everyone's here for anyways, for the trains?
It's all about the trains, baby.
Okay, so we are going to make the South Haven Locomotive Works now. We're going to do 1, and this is purely for decoration, 2, 3, and we're going to put a narrow gauge shed here. And this will come into play later. Now, extend the track out. Does this narrow gauge track fit? Oh, they're different gauges of narrow gauge. Ugh. There we go. Just so you can see the difference between narrow gauge and standard gauge. This is what I mean when I say that. This track is 4 feet, 8.5 inches. This track, I believe, is 3 feet. Or it's 760 millimeters, which by all accounts is close enough. So the thing about the narrow gauge track, if you use it, it doesn't talk to the standard gauge. It can go alongside it, but it's very finicky when it crosses over and stuff. So just be wary of that. Oh my god, no way. That signal is way too big. Does this work? Yeah, let's do this. It looks a little ridiculous, but why not? Who cares? So, traditionally, narrow gauge trains operated a lot in logging circles. So what we're also going to do today is set up a freight station for this logging outfit that's going to deliver logs to planks. But the thing is there's no narrow gauge station, so we have to go in to the station configurator, delete the big track, put in the narrow gauge track. But before we do all sorts of, like, funky connections and stuff... Oh. Right, standard? Yeah. We're going to move this from the Locomotive Works across here to yonder freight line. So now, apparently, we get refunded if we place those signals. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, this is the dead line. We don't need to use this. In fact, now we get to do some decoration just so I don't forget that that line doesn't do anything. What is happening? Oh, my God. Okay. So why don't we put some... Have this be some sort of like... Jesus Christ. Let's have this be a... What is this? Oh my God, I don't know what that is. I don't want it.
Make it stop.
Yeah. Let's put no. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this explains some wheel arrangement stuff. This is an 064T. It's like a tank engine, so there's no tender. Okay. The tender is like attached. But yeah. And next to it you can see a 462 Pacific and that sort of thing.
Yes, I see a 064. Cool. I got it. I think I saw it anyway.
Yeah, it's close enough. Oh, I just want to find the coaling platform. Please just give it. Let me do it.
Give it to him already. He needs it.
He needs it. Here we go. Found it. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Trackside asset. Then we're going to put a... That's too tall. That's too shitty. This engine's called the cauliflower, and that makes me happy, so we're going to put that there. He's getting some coal. And we'll put some, let's put some of these. This train is not functional. It just serves as decoration. This is our little maintenance of way guy.
Beautiful.
Also, here's a tip that I'm going to teach you now, Sam. So if you see how it says double slip switch here?
Yes.
So if you click on this, check this out. Oh, autosave is going to go. If you click yes, look at what it just did.
Oh, it's like added even more connections.
Yeah, so basically this track can now go here and here, and this one can also
I
do
see.
it. So it's a
Rather
four-way
than just a
switch.
simple crossover. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. You can do them at these ridiculously steep angles too, but it looks better if you do it this way.
Sure.
But yeah,
nice.
now that we have our stuff, we can buy some trains. Isn't that what we want? We can buy trains.
Give him all the trains.
Oh yeah. So
all the trains.
Why not buy all the trains? Give me trains in snow or rain. Give me trains. I'm in such pain. Give me trains. Right fucking now. Why don't you just give me all the trains? All right, Sam. So as our railroad marketing and supply manager, you're going to be the one who picks our first locomotives for the job. So if I may recommend this, I'll explain. So this 064 tank engine, also, if it ever says 032, that's wrong. That's bad. That's the European classification system that I hate because it counts the axles instead of the wheels.
Instead of the wheels, yeah, gotcha. Or they only count like one half of the wheels.
Right, yeah. That's how you would describe a monorail. A steam engine,
yeah,
which does
For
exist.
sure.
Like there was a steam engine design that was an 030 and it wasn't counting the axles. But anyway, so the top speed is 55 kilometers per hour. The engine type is steam, which means its emissions are a little high. Wait, but that doesn't matter. Power is 280 kilowatts. What that means is that's how much power at speed the engine has, like what its like
Sure.
power like of pulling is. Tractive effort means how much weight is on the driving wheels, which adhesive weight equates to acceleration, basically. A heavier steam locomotive with more weight on its driving wheels will have a better time getting started under a heavy load than one that does not have as high a tractive effort.
Gotcha.
And this tells you about the MIDI company. That's a funny name because MIDI is like a music
You're right.
thing. But yeah, so this is 280 and like 50 kilonewtons. We can get some British engines. Like this cauliflower has 400 kilowatts and 70
Ooh.
kilonewtons. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's also an oh, you asked me about an 060 earlier.
Yeah, yeah, show me.
060.
Oh, okay, because it's literally just that one section. It doesn't even
Yeah.
have the other sections for wheels.
Yeah. Like it's like the
Gotcha.
drive wheels support the whole engine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, I get that now. That makes more because I was imagining like only the middle part of the cart has wheels on it because the front and
Oh
back were
yeah.
zero. It's like what the hell's going on there?
Right, yeah. Yeah, here's another 060 that has 140 kilowatts. But if we want something a little tougher, we have the Virginian Truckee 440 American type 400,
Ooh,
and these also look real nice.
yeah. I think we want to go tougher for sure.
If
As in my expert trained opinion, I think we need something that gives off as much pollution as possible while also being as fearsome and strong as possible.
Well, in that case, we have the option of the 280 consolidation, which has a whopping 284 kilowatts and 70 kilonewtons of
Nice.
power.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like the look of it too. I think I'm
Okay.
locked in.
Then we're doing it. Consolidation it is.
Whew, that's a lot of carts.
Oh yeah, 70 capacity. So for line one, we'll get 4 of these, which is like woofer, right? Like that's a lot.
It's almost too many.
Yeah. Let's see if we have the caboose. Do we have the caboose? We need a caboose.
I mean, we have to have a caboose. Yes, look at it. So
It's a little
good.
boy. All right, so 4 of these is 13 million.
Oh my
And
God. How much money do we have?
459 million.
Oh my God. Is that how much you start with?
That's how much I mean, I'm using sandbox mode because I want to like do a more creative thing, so I just gave myself like
Gotcha.
a
Or you just have fun
ridiculous.
with it. Yeah, no, yeah, that makes sense.
Also, you might notice I'm numbering these engines. Why am I numbering them this way? Because notice how it's 280, 280,
Yeah.
and these are 280 types, so they get the 2800 classification.
Gotcha. Okay.
These are going to
And
go.
just that it goes so there's four of them, so it goes up to three
Mm-hmm.
because you start at zero. Cool. Okay.
So now the question is, that's the first 4. You want to stick with it, or you want to change it up, or
It's on the same line,
this is going to be on like the neighboring line. So we're going to
the
have
neighboring line.
four different lines, and we can have the same train running on all of them, or you know,
I think we should do two and two.
2 and 2.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get Usually I go with like trains of 10 and a caboose.
Oh yeah, you're doing 9 right now.
Or well, technically 11 counting the caboose.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Cool, cool.
I have an actual locomotive classification list that goes based on the letter. So a class A would be an 040. A class B would be an 060. A class C would be an 080. But a class D is a 440. And so if we keep following that, eventually we get to 280, which is a class L. And this is the first of its type. So it would be considered a class L1.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have seen the Google Doc before. I know you were working on that classification system. Oh,
Gonna put in a new depot. Too
so no,
much
I know
curvature.
obviously like you focus on the trains because that's like the most enjoyable part for you. But like if you were doing like a more all-encompassing playthrough, does it still make sense to like start with trains?
Trains carry the most and can get you the most profit the quickest until airplanes.
Gotcha.
And
Cool.
each one kind of does like a different thing, you know. So it's like, um, there's gonna be like points where like trains won't be able to do it because the route is like for example,
That's
there
a
is
huge
a
map.
yeah, it's a motherfucker. So let's say we wanted to bring I don't know, like geez, I can't even think of an example. Like, if this were down here by the water and there
Sure.
was a construction materials plant over here, you could just use a boat. You don't need a train.
Yeah, totally. It's just the easy way to do it. Makes sense.
And if it's a short distance, like, for example, if you wanted to bring, like, if this were a food factory and West Haven supplies food, you could just use a truck.
Yeah.
No need for a
Right,
train.
right. Just some roads.
Right
And
now,
then
we're in
maybe
an
for like
era.
super long distances, you get a plane or something where you have to like
Yeah,
cross a
yeah.
bunch of mountains or something.
Right, precisely. And one of the things is like we're in an era now where the trucks and buses look like this. Like they are horrible, you know? So
That
it's
I
like,
dig it.
oh
That's a
yeah,
vibe.
well yeah, it's a little steam powered bus
That's
of
that's adorable.
with a vertical boiler in the back, like but like for example, like one way to do it another way is with trams, or you could use that's actually what narrow gauge was used for before trucks were huge.
Oh,
Was they were trucks to bring things short distances because they were slow, they weren't as powerful. You know, the
yeah.
tracks were narrow, so like you couldn't really build super heavy things. So they'd bring like mail, and like they were used a lot in Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, like
Huh.
that sort of area,
Interesting.
especially on logging railways where the corners were really tight up in the mountains, so you had to like have like small little guys.
Gotcha.
But yeah, what's next? You said 2 and 2. What do you think for the next one?
Now we need something that's a little more elegant, a little more sleek in design.
Well, we got. I think the MIDI looks pretty cool on the
Yeah.
064, but then we also got these 440 Class D types.
Ooh, those are quite nice. I think I'm gonna side with the MIDI though. I like that La Door. What was that one? Yeah, nice.
I don't think we can color it, but let's see how it performs. If we give it 10. Wow, it can it's better than the consolidation.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Huh.
surprising. Well, I guess it has like all of its weight on like the 6 drivers, so that makes sense. All right. So this type is an 064, which is a Class G. So the Class G is represented by the 460 type. But since 064 is basically just 460 backwards, it also
Yeah,
gets Class G. And
totally,
that
totally.
number is, so South Haven Railroad numbers 4600 for 460. This is me just like being a nerd about it. Like, this is absolutely not necessary to play
No,
the
that's
game.
where the most fun is, right? It's like the little things. I mean, like I work in mathematics. Like I'm all about like coming up with little systems and classifications and shit like that. That's awesome.
I mean, I can give you the when you do your run through, if you want to do stuff like this, I can give you the classification sheet.
Totally. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
Oh, we don't want 2 engines.
Two engines. There you go.
Not yet, I mean. We might have to do that eventually, but all right. so
I'm
right
telling you,
now
we
we're
got to get in
running.
contact with the derail developer so that we can figure out how to turn TPF2 maps into Derail Valley maps.
Oh my lord, that would be incredible. That really would be, like, amazing. Like, if we
Right.
could do this map, but, like...
From that, like, yeah, from that, like, VR perspective where you're actually working on the trains and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, be fantastic.
Alright. Now, before we set everything in motion, we're gonna have a real nice railfan moment. Alright, we're gonna do our narrow gauge now.
Oh, yeah.
So first, we're gonna connect the depot to the main line. Yeah, the South Haven Locomotive Works spent no expense building this giant facility to produce locomotives.
Yeah, you would not be able to do anything like this if you were like starting off in like a like standard mode.
No, not at all.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh yeah. But it's kind of fucked up, so we're
It
gonna
is.
do...
Yeah, it's kind of hanging over a little bit.
What does this look like? Oh, that looks
There we
shitty.
go.
There we go.
Oh, that's good too. Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, that's not good.
What do you think? Oh no, that's...
Too big.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, that blends in nicely. Yeah, good.
That's the thing I really like about this game, is like kind of the scenic element.
Yeah, just like yeah, hitching your camera to a train and just wandering through the forest and stuff. That'd be great.
Yeah. I don't even know what it's doing right now.
I
Can't
think
see.
it's tunneling.
Yeah, it's tunneling, but I don't know why. I can't see through the trees. So then there's another type of station called the Terminus Station, which is where you can't go out the other end. It's like that's the
Right.
end of the track, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the terminus, the end.
Yeah. It took me forever to realize, like, what a train terminal was versus, like, a train station. And then
Sure,
I, like,
yeah.
figured it out, and I was like, oh!
Wow, wow, wee, wow. There we go.
Oh, shit. Hang on. That's standard gauge track in the station.
That would have been an oopie.
Yeah. The trains can't derail, but even still, you want to make sure your track gauge is correct. Alright, now, new line. South Haven Railroad. Logging. Alright, that's about all we need to say about that. Oh wait, I didn't do the line. Okay. Bonk. Oh, that's nice. But you know what I want to do? Double track, because this is a long route and narrow gauge trains are slow.
Yeah, fair enough. You don't get stuck behind someone.
Yeah, I mean, general rules, if you're running like two trains on the same line, you either need to make like passing loops, which are basically just like this, but like shorter.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
or like, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like the equivalent of like the, you know, dashed lines and for cars, you know, just like little sections occasionally where you can pass people.
Right, precisely. Oh, and this isn't connected.
Oh, what's going on there? That's probably what's causing the tunnel.
Oh no, that was just like, that's something you gotta watch out for, is make sure the tracks are connected the entire route. Because you'll be like, why isn't it connecting? It's like,
Gotcha.
okay, so now, here are our narrow gauge options. We have quite a few. So any of these, like, so these are the Taliflin locomotives. and they were part of a slate railway in Ireland, and Reverend W. Audrey used these as the inspiration for the Skarloey Railway and Thomas the Tank Engine. But these are real trains
Oh,
that actually
gotcha.
exist.
Okay.
So we have quite a few. They're all named too.
Yeah, I like uh yeah, the Edward Thomas
Edward
is
Thomas.
poking out to me.
That's
Yeah.
Peter Sam.
Oh, that's why. I had a premonition.
So what do you think? Green or maroon? Actually, well, South Haven is maroon, so I guess we got to do that.
There you go.
And maybe not 10. Let's do 8. We'll do 4. Now, see, this is an 042, which is a 6-wheeled arrangement, but it also falls under the B class because it's like kind of a rarer, more early steam wheel arrangement. So this will
Sure.
be, these will be number 600 because it's just 6 wheels. That's it.
Gotcha.
Now, I'm wondering if we can run 8 on here. Yeah, oh, yeah, we can. We just signal it up properly. These trains, like, they're gonna make those of you who like cute things, like, freak out. They're like little baby trains. They look like little toys. What do you think? You want to get a second variation?
Ooh. Yeah, what pairs nicely with the Edward Thomas? I think something a little well, I think Prince.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, let's do Prince. Now this is an 040, so this is number 400.
Nice.
Oh wait, I'm just numbering it. I'm not numbering it with the right number.
Oh, right, yeah. I think you did that for the other trams as well.
Yeah, I definitely did. Oh. Okay, good. I didn't send them out either, so I can just do this. Whoops, that's not. Okay. Oh, wait, yes, it is. I think the last thing we'll do before we unpause all of this is we will build our first passenger line from South Haven to Shoreport and connect the towns. We're going to go back to standard gauge track. Passenger trains usually aren't as long, so you can afford to have the junctions be slightly closer. But this is just going to be a back and forth sort of deal. Instead of going into the tunnel, we're actually going to have it diverge upward, like we said earlier. We're going to have it cross over the top of the tunnel.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, the thing I liked about the River Delta mod from Transport Fever 1 is that It was so scenic. Like, just like all of these, like, awesome looking bridges and tunnels and stuff.
Sure. Yeah. Be nice if you could like because you have like the two tracks going in tandem. It'd be nice if you could select them both and have them like stretch them out. They just stay
Oh,
next to each
yeah.
other.
That would be cool. Okay, so we're also going to have one coming up from Canyon Valley. So we'll have this be a 2-track. Wait. Move down, tear it down. The people are complaining that the South Haven Railroad Company is tearing down our houses. The South Haven Company declined to comment.
Is that a real thing that's happened?
No. Just in universe. Alright, so this will just be a point-to-point. Or not point-to-point, but like
Now we're driving trains point to point.
wherever there's passenger routes, you always need a bus station. Actually, let's show off the trams. So here's how you get trams to work. You press this little magic wand, and then you get your street. Wow, it does not want to do that. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like too sharp a curve, I guess.
Yeah. But then you just do this, and you make sure that it's electrified, because eventually all trams are electric. Unfortunately, steam trams do not last forever. That's what we got right now. We got this G3 Ivan and the Dampf tram. We're going to use the Ivan with 2 passenger cars, which holds 24 people. We're going to have 4 of them. New line. That's also a mod like the hobo trolley.
Nice.
You know, that's actually a good idea for a game mechanic, is like the drawing the double track.
Yeah, right. I feel like
Transport
that
Fever...
would be a nice little time saver. And it could keep like it looks like sometimes you like run into some train issues where it's like hard to keep them like right next to each other.
Right, yeah. There were games like that did that. Like Sid Meier's Railroads did that.
Oh, nice.
Let's change up the bridge. We've used a lot of wooden bridges.
Yeah, nice.
And this will be the Canyon Valley spur, which we'll get to later. Oh, yikers. Yeah, see, that's exactly what we were talking about, though.
That's it right there. Yeah.
Alright, we got the passenger line. I always signal it up before I make the line.
Sure. Are these signals mod or is this part of the base game?
These signals are a mod, but like, because these are the default ones and they just look like
Oh,
that.
like crap. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, like, this is a signal. Like,
But that's just like an asset. That's not like a new like gameplay feature.
yeah, that's just like a reskin, basically.
Gotcha. They
If
do
I
look cooler for sure.
Yeah, if I give you my mod list, you can have them
Nice.
as well.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to skim through that and enhance my game before I start playing it. How do you import mods? Is it just done through Steam?
Yeah. You just click subscribe and then you enable it, and
Awesome. Cool.
okay. This is South Haven Railroad, South Haven, Shoreport, Pax, Maine. That's quite a... I usually don't describe it like that, but... Oh, this is gonna be funky. How bad does that look? That looks not horrible.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. All right. Sam, you're up again. Let me just put down a new depot.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna make this Locomotive Works look like really industrial and cool. This is just like... Okay, now we need to find a locomotive that can really fly. So the engines we kind of picked before might not...
Pick some huskier boys. Now we need some
Yeah, now we need some speed. Basically,
speed.
big wheels means go fast.
Sounds good to me.
This thing can go 80, and it's pretty powerful.
Ooh,
This thing can
okay.
go 80, and it's pretty powerful. 72, pretty powerful. 72, pretty powerful. 76.
Nice.
This is a Finnish 440, and these are like American ones. And then we got some British ones, like that 242 is okay. The 240, but I hate 240s.
I liked back in the American. I liked uh the Virginia and Truckee.
Ooh, yeah, that's definitely a good one. Then, yeah, we have the money to afford it. Why don't we get some clerestory cars? On a high grade, it'll only go 44 miles per hour, but that's okay. We'll live. And we'll put 3. And now we have our D1 class. South Haven Railroad number 4400 440. South Haven Railroad number 4401. Yeah, so the 440 type was used in America until the end of Steam, which is pretty wild to me.
Dang, yeah.
Oh wait, we didn't actually do the line for this. Shoreport, or South Haven to Shoreport. And it's only going one way. Why are you only going one way? Shoreport, go here. No, South Haven, go here. Oh, autosave, come on.
The worst times.
And it's broken. Why is it broken? Oh, I see. Here's a cool thing you can also do. If you line this up correctly, which I did not. Check that out. Make a crossover.
Oh, that looks really nice, yeah.
And then we just go bong, bong, and then in. So now it'll be like only one track is going in. We have 2 tracks going out. That'll be
Nice.
good until we make like the West Haven connection. But yeah, you ready to watch some trains?
Yes, please, let's do it.
Why don't we? What's a good place to set up? Let's get a sick view. I actually think this. I want to watch him like approaching.
Yeah, right.
Gotta
Maybe
get.
back up just into the tree line so you can get the bridge going across it.
Yeah, we might want to cheat just a little bit. Well, it's not cheating. This is a game mechanic, but
Of course, yeah, no, but just it's the viewing a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
all right, ready.
Yeah, let's
And
do
we
it.
pause the date. That
Gotcha. Yeah, so time is moving, but time isn't moving.
right, yeah. While we wait.
That's cute. Does this do anything, or is it purely aesthetic?
Purely aesthetic.
Nice.
Hey, look.
Oh, something mysterious.
Oh, Mr. Bear went walking through the woods and he saw a rabbit and it looked really good. And he ate the little rabbit with a chomp, chomp, chomp. Then he spit out the bones and went deeper in the woods.
Oh, that old chestnut.
Yeah.
Remember my dad singing that to me to go to bed at night.
Fake kid song.
I mean, it is in line with how creepy actual kid songs are.
Yeah, right.
Actually morbid.
Like, at first you're like, oh, that's a nice song about a bear. Wait, what? Oh, Mr. Bear went walking through the river and he saw a salmon and it looked really good. So he ate the little salmon with a chomp, 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 and he swallowed it whole and went deeper in the woods. Oh, I hear it.
Constantly going deeper into the woods,
Yeah, right.
just causing chaos in its wake. Oh, nice! You can see the steam.
Oh, there's a narrow gauge coming too. What's up first? Consolidation.
Not smoke into the forest. Oh, why don't you just kill all the trees? It's too easy to like turn that song into things.
Oh, and we have a Duke. Little 040.
There he is.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, alright. Nice.
Well, that's one. Yeah, we can just sit here and kind of admire our creativity a little bit. Oh. Just gonna paint a little bit. There's another Duke coming. Ah, Bob Ross.
Hey, Bob Ross.
Ah, no. I don't want snow.
Ooh, another one.
Yeah, there's another Duke waiting at the signal for the first one to clear onto the main line. That'll help them space out, too, so they're not, like, all together. Well, there's so many wonderful things about the gravels. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. Oh, well. This isn't War Thunder. God, please. What is this? I don't want that. I don't want any of it.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't want it.
What is this? Alright, I'm gonna stop faffing around and let's... This is why this is my favorite game. They're all just rolling out on their way to do important things.
That's right.
Okay, now we're waiting. Where is this truck? It's not that one.
Show me the truck.
It's like an oil truck. Okay, that's not gonna be what I'm looking for. Could put one. Oh, that's
Ooh,
cool.
that's very nice.
I really like the trackside assets a lot. Yeah, look at that. So pretty.
Beautiful, yeah.
Oh wait, I just realized it's 1880. We don't have like gas-powered trucks yet.
Okay, that makes sense then, yeah.
Yeah,
You're like, where's my jet plane?
right. Well, I mean, but then there's like the plane asset. Like, why is that there?
Yeah, planes are what, like early 1900s?
Yeah, like 1916, I think, is the first
Yeah.
plane, and it sucks. Okay, well, this one goes by. Now we're gonna wait. Now we're just gonna come over here.
That's crazy, like
You're
it takes
clear,
us,
buddy.
what, like few tens of thousands of years to develop flight, and then 50 years after that we landed on the moon.
Right, yeah. Oh my god, look at that. That's why. That was almost really bad. There is just something, I really like how we started off with like difference in gauge too. Like I don't usually use the narrow gauge, but since this is going to be more of like an aesthetic based, and I have more narrow gauge stuff now, like they just came out with a bunch of packs, like, because before it was just the Talus Wind engines, but now they have like some Deutschbahn stuff that like is really like heavy duty, and they came out with some diesels, so it's like kind of like useful to
That's
keep it
cool.
around. And here comes another one.
Yeah, same line. Oh, took a little stop. Is he waiting for someone to pass by?
Now he's waiting for that one that just went through to clear onto the main line. And now that we fixed the broken track, it'll probably be quicker. Yeah, he's starting up.
Gotcha. Beautiful.
Autosave.
Only to be caught by the autosave.
Oh my god, stop. It's all the
Well,
pop-ups.
this has been a lot of fun, but unfortunately I do have to go now. I got some date plans coming up.
Yeah, all good. I'm glad you got to stay for like the good chunk of it. I'm probably
Yeah,
just gonna
yeah.
go until 4 and then.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I won't be able to do this Saturday. Next Saturday I'll start up transport fee for.
Nice.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
that'll be really cool. I'm excited to see how you play it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mess. You're gonna be like, banging your head on the computer trying to to get me to do what I need to do. But I'll give it a go. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Good luck with the rest of your stream, and I'll catch you around.
Thanks, Toodles. Yeah, we're just gonna chill here for a bit before we do some more work. I just really like this view, you know what I mean? I'm a huge nature guy, so like, I mean, I do it when I can. Usually it's always more fun with friends, but timing has just been spot on with all of this. Oh, here comes the first B-Class 042 engine. Yeah, the reason why I have so much money now is because, like, these lines are not going to be profitable until we have some... Basically, the lines that... When we're going to start making money is when the steel line across the bridge to West Haven is complete. That's the money maker. It's a long line, and it's going to be... Yeah. But we're gonna work on the South Haven, basically blow all our cash on that, and then just naturally work towards... getting across. And the South Haven Railroad is going to be one of 4 major railroads. We're gonna have some, or one of 5, I should say. Because there's going to be the South Haven Railroad, the West Haven Railroad, East Haven, and then the Winter Way. And we're going to have some minor ones, like the North Haven is going to have a commuter line, like kind of like a Metro North sort of deal. Then you know, there's some goods up near New Haven. We're going to bring those down into the map. And that'll be like the New Haven. And we're just going to have little like short haul lines that are going to be like logging companies, or like, you know, based on like US Sugar and stuff like that. We're gonna try to just use as many vehicles as we can, you know, because I just love the variety. I love just like, cause how can you get more relaxed than this? This is like meditation for me. The narrow gauge engines are almost completely deployed. Wow, we have our first returner. It's got some logs on board. That's great. Just out of curiosity, we don't have a signal there, but that's good because we need... So here's a little trick. So if there was a signal on the other side of the station, so stations act as signals. So when he goes by, yeah, that one's gonna go because it knows the track is clear. But if we put a signal there, a train coming from the other way might get stuck, and they'd both not be able to go anywhere. And I think there is something nice about having some, like, pauses and, like, you know, trains passing each other. And it doesn't always have to be the most efficient system. Like, this isn't, like, real life. It's a video game. Things can be, like, a little more slow. Ah, first sign of something different. There goes the 064. That's a cool looking engine. We'll get a better view of that. I'm actually going to take a quick pit stop, little piddling stop, and I'll be back. Alright everybody, I'm back. Just gotta untangle some wires. I got my mouse all angled. Woo! Okay. Okay. Just gonna quickly check. Could actually probably afford to put a signal here. Good. Here as well. Just to keep things fresh and speedy. Oh, and the autosave. Of course. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're just relaxing right now, letting things deploy. For those who are just tuning in, we've set up a narrow gauge logging railroad, a grain loop, and a passenger line. And slowly but surely, the trains are working their way out of the South Haven Locomotive Works, which I think once all the trains are deployed, we will decorate and then call it for today. But for now, we'll just enjoy what we can see. Just this nice little lodge in a which serves as a crew's quarters. For those returning from a long day's work, they, they can't make it back to Shoreport for the night, so they just gotta crash there. They wake up, head on down. You know what I might do? I might make a little town. The South Haven Locomotive works kind of like Altoona, and I'll just run a little shuttle train in between the two. Yeah, that sounds like a really cool idea. I might do that. And just have it like, not have it be a super big money maker, but just have it be kind of like an aesthetic sort of deal. So we got 16 grain trains rolling right now. We're probably getting to the end of the deployed ones. Eventually the passenger trains will just blast on through, but logging trains are definitely doing their job. That's good. Oh, we must have the first train to make it all the way around the loop. And that must be what's going on here. Because he's waiting. Yeah, we're making money. Look at that. Well, it takes money to make money. If we only had $2 grand, then we'd be in the red. What's happening? Why are you stuck? We need to unclog this. Or we need to do... There we go. Wow, finally the passenger trains are on their way. Won't spoil anything, though. They're all queued up. There we go. That's the view we had. That's gonna be my goal. Every time we build some really nice thing, I'm gonna wanna just like spend some time and just like enjoy the construction. And as I said, it's not really about like uber efficiency. You know, we'll do some of that, especially if things are like all messed up, but like seriously? Yeah, wow, they're making it around the loop for the first time. I did kind of want to see passenger trains just like kind of like fly through, but can't win them all, right? If any of the UK audience is watching now, the Talyllyn Railway is still in operation, and you can actually see the trains that are going by on that upper bridge area in real life, and you can ride on them. Ah, the D1. Stopping to take on some water. Offload the builders from the South Haven works. I love the sounds they put on these 440 mods. I really hope somebody makes like a. Ooh. Listen to that. That's beautiful. That's what a steam engine sounds like. Well, the first passenger train to Shoreport has reached South Haven. There we go. South Haven Railroad will be thriving very shortly. The last train has exited the depot. There are no more. Okay, now let us have a little fun doing some decoration. Yeah. Just gonna make some shop tracks real quick. So every time we come back here, we'll be like, oh wow, look at this yard. That's too much curvature. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's build a little more. You know, before they kind of like, you know, they just lay tracks down everywhere. That was kind of like a common practice. If you look at pictures of like yards from like the old days, they're just, it's not a whole lot of conciseness. You know, it's just kind of like, oh, the track goes here, you know. Especially it's a yard we just need, like, we need to store as many engines as we possibly can in as tight a space as possible. That's what we're gonna do. I know a few people who play this game aren't really into the decorative stuff, and usually I'm not, surprisingly. You know, I'm usually like a, no, I gotta watch the trains go as much as possible, but, you know, weirdly with this series, I feel like I'd rather do this to a degree. Like, we're not gonna spend the whole time doing this, don't worry. If that's not your thing, and that is okay, but, okay, so we can't actually do that. So we're gonna curve this off that way. Yeah. It's a little janky. But trains do be slightly janky. Let's do the... We don't want, no, we don't want green. We want red, because South Haven is red. This is the Locomotive Works after all, so there are bound to be many locomotives ready to go. Yeah, Duke. Let's put a few Dukes in here. Okay. This looks a little weird, but oh, it's very weird. But yeah, let's keep going with this. I don't know if I want it. No, I want it track side, please. And I would like the animation. That would be nice. I like the animation. There we go. That one's doing it. Okay, so that's the narrow gauge. For this one, put a few of these. Really want to make it seem like this place is living. Okay, I guess I can't do that. Just do some random stuff. I don't exactly know what any of this does. Okay. What did we use? The Virginian Truckee? Yeah. Just plop a bunch of, as long as they're, like, They look like they're from the South Haven. Wow, that's a lot of headlight. Whoa. Then, yeah, we'll put some passenger cars here. Some gondolas. Some stake cars. We'll just put them all the way until it starts to curve and look bizarre. Boxcar. And some more. Ooh, do we have like a switcher or something? Oh yeah, we can put like a little switcher. And then some, whoa. Oh, cool. Actually, yeah, we're gonna put this guy here. My 460 type. I'm gonna put boxcars back here. I know. British and American trains together. It's against the rules, I hear you say. What rules? Real life rules? We don't do that here. Let's see. Let's put some lumber. No. What do we need lumber for? Ah. Fountain. No, we don't need that. Buildings, maybe? How about these? Yeah. Industrial buildings. That's a little too modern. There's like dumpsters and stuff. These are a little too modern for my taste. Oh, okay, but this is more like it though. Really? Collision? How does that look? It's a little close, but... Okay, we already did that. We need more Era A industrial. Oh, wow, we have like a bunch to choose from. That's actually really good. How's that? This is a little close. Oh, no tram track, please. Please, no tram track. Ah, decorating is fun, is it not? Oh, where was that menu I just had? Make sure no name is connected to the street. Is this no name? South Haven Locomotive Works. Why does this... Okay. do it just so it doesn't go blank. I'm just doing this part for just some funsies, you know what I mean? Like, mind the bears. Oh, that's no way. Gonna have to go down a little bit, then curve her across like that, and then yeah. You know what I might do? I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a tiny town right there. Bad gate? No, this is South Haven. South Haven. Locomotive works. Oh, actually, then we're gonna go into the editor. None. None. It's going to be passenger only. Yeah. And, train's gonna come in here. Come back. Down this line. Right here is gonna be the station. It's gonna be a little tiny one. It's 120 meters. And it's gonna be a terminus. Like so. Oh, but I don't want the platform on that side, so we're gonna need to configure it. Boom. Go in here and knock this. Oh, whoopee. That's how you don't do it. Instead of deleting it, like I just did, you want to go and just put track in properly, like that. Then you delete this. Doink, doink. Ooh, that's nice. I actually really like that. But I liked the dirt road better. Give me dirt or give me death. This is in a 19th century industrial town. What are you doing? But this looks a little wacko, if I might say so myself. And that fixed it. Cool. Now, South Haven Railroad. Employee. Train. Okay, what do we need? Not something ridiculous. Not something super fast, but we might be able to get away with something a little more. We don't have the 460 yet, so why don't we use one of these, because these are in the shops too. Boom, 1, 2. We'll just have one of them. South Haven Railroad number 4403, I believe. We gotta do the line. Okay, 1, 2. I'll also make a passing loop here. First accident on the South Haven Railroad. The train hits pedestrian. February 21st, 1880. Alright, now, in this quaint town, there must be a bus. We'll just have it do the dirt circle, as we'll call it. Yeah, let's use horse-drawn wagons. Oh, let's call this Shoptown. ST Bus 1. Shoptown Bus 2. Please change colors. This is going to be the green. Shoptown Bus 2. Shoptown. Shoptown is home to the South Haven Locomotive Works, but... Oh, we didn't do the line. Oopie. Add station. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Well, oh, I'm actually really proud of this. I know it's probably not as, like amazing or whatever as some, like, other people have done. Actually, before... I know. I said I'd end it before, but I'm having too much fun. Doesn't quite look industrial enough for my taste. Yes! Oh, lordy lord, that looks like something. Oh, man. You know, I think this is going to be a good series. And I'm just going to keep playing, honestly. You know, until I, need to go eat some dinner. What is it, 4:05? Look, it's already coming back. There's people waiting. How about that? Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. There actually is another train we need to construct here. And that is the food train. We're gonna need one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Caboose. 2 of them. What are we at now? South Haven Railroad number 2808. South Haven Railroad number 2809. And these are going to be South Haven food. Is this passing loop long enough? I don't think it is. Yeah, so we'll make another one. Here. No, that's... no way. It's not even where it goes. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. This might take a while, but it shall be worth it. Let's connect Shoreport. So this comes in here, right? Yeah. This one. Come out this way. Roll on up here. Come peeling up this way. Let's connect it there. Now, a lot of times, usually, I like to keep my freight and passenger stuff a little separate, but this is it's the 80s, man. Also, one thing I didn't check is the catchment. Oh yeah, that station's not gonna cut it, my friends. So, I need to do yonder truck station. And to sweeten the deal, truck drop off. So now, new line, please. South Haven halt. 10th Street. To sweeten the deal further, now it does this. That might cause traffic jams in the future, but for now it should be okay. Horse-drawn carriage, please. Is there anything that carries more than 5? No? Okay. We're making a tram. Now, one of my favorite mods that I have is a... That's not the road I wanted to use. I know, I broke it, but it's gonna be okay. And this should do that, right? Yeah. You know what? I don't like that. It's going through the waypoint. Oh, well, it's a tram, so it'll do it anyway. Tram Depot can go nicely. Here's these. We need food, which goes in boxcars, and this can hold 14, so we'll get one of 4. Buy one of these. Oh wait, no. We're going on line 1, which is now about to be renamed to South Haven Indust Tram 1, because we don't know if we're gonna have any more at the present time. Railroads keep their colors, but trams and buses are color-coded. That makes sense. Well, they're just 2 different ways to color-code it, I suppose. God, I am happy as a clam about that. There's already food waiting. Congratulations, you did it. Alright, let's double track this joint here. Even though the initial industries are overpoweredly producing tons of food, tons of wheat per second, the distributors don't always like to comply, so we'll be seeing pretty much regular, if not reduced, delivery. So it's still challenging. I'm not completely cheating. Yeah. Alright, back to Shoptown. I'm thinking I'm gonna do this for, like, all the different, like, railroad hubs. They're all gonna have their own little, 55 is too slow. Let's get one of these guys out there. No, not passenger. We need boxcars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a caboose. 2, please. Alright, what are we at now? South Haven Railroad number 4405. South Haven Railroad number 4406. New line, please. 1, 2. South Haven Railroad. Food. Shortport. Right? Is that how I did the other one? No, I did it backwards. Wait, no. It's supposed to be line, railroad, thing, and then destination or number. So that means I actually have to change this one to food, South Haven. Sorry, just messaging my aunt. Okay, yeah, so we got all sorts of grain trains running around. We got food waiting. I think our last thing that we're going to do before I sign off, because I'm having fun, is connect us to Canyon Valley. Yeah. I kind of bungled the passenger station, and I'm realizing that now, because, you know, we have one track serving 3 destinations, which might be a problem later. But maybe it won't, honestly. I mean, this place is just a hive of railroad activity. There is always something going on here. Oh yeah, this is a block up. Yeah, we need to do something about this. This is what I mean. I'll do some efficiency related things, like, you know, but not like all the time. That's gonna be weird, but it's narrow gauge, so what can you do? Now we'll definitely be able to, like, feed more trains in and out of that area. Yeah, let's do Shoreport, and if it gets sad, then we'll... We could also, like, I mean, I never usually do this, but We could actually be really cheeky. Put a second passenger station in here. What can we get away with here? Oh my god, we can do it. Let's see, how does it look on the other end? Acceptable. We'll see once we start making track. Oh my, I can't believe that actually worked. Set up a single block here, double slip. Yeah, that's some railroad thrivery if I ever saw it. Actually, we don't even need to put the thing all the way up there. We can... Wait. Cross this over. Signal. Here and double slip. No, don't double slip. And then that comes out that way. So this will be the diverging point. How are we looking? That's not good. Now we need to get that down here into this canyon, so we mayhaps need to demolish the entire town. Yep, oh no, we're gonna pause because they really want that road to be there, but that's where the train station's going. So the Canyon Valley area is going to go from South Haven to Canyon Valley, then there's also going to be a shore port to Canyon Valley, and one of those is going to continue on to Winter Way, and like just right through the mountain. So we're going to put in 2 tracks. This is going to be a big station. No. I'm already planning for disaster. Smaller station. And then go on ahead like that. Go on ahead like that. Then we'll do a little crossing McCrossman. And then for now, we'll have this, but that's going to change. Then one guy goes up like this. One guy goes up over here. And we go ding, ding. Then that's protected. And we'll do this one first, because we started it already. Up, up, up. Here you go. Big tunnel. The length of tunnels will determine the steam's replacement with electric engines when that time comes around. Okay, and now we just signal up. Do this, delete this signal. Who would have thought that so quickly they'd be demolishing the things they built. Alright, South Haven there. And I think that Yes, it did what I wanted. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, okay. South Haven Railroad. What did I even name the... Okay, we need to fix that. South Haven Railroad. Pax. Canyon Valley. This is going to change to South Haven Railroad, Pax Main. Because that's going to be the main line, the one that just goes straight north. It's also going to come around here eventually, down maybe with the narrow gauge, to Purgatory Flats, up to Alston, Brighton, and then Willow Bend, Vane Ridge, and Scornford. Like, this is going to be a mega, mega, mega line. Sorry, my aunt is asking me about the difference between Fallout and Call of Duty. And so I'm just going to quickly answer that, and I'll be right back. Here, enjoy train. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, so Canyon Valley is set up, and we have our plans. We're just going to quickly do the short... Well, not quickly. We're going to do it right, because if we do it wrong, we're going to be kicking ourselves in 1940. Alright, what kind of bridge do we want here? How about this? I'm a sucker for a good bridge. No. Why? What? Why are you... Oh, my God. Okay. Welcome to Transport Fever. Does it work? Maybe not. Should it? Yes. Oh, okay, perfect. We have our... I remember I made this. Way back in the old diddle day. What bridge should we use? We use medium MS. MS Word. I think when we do Winterway, I'm gonna make it like a snowy winter wonderland. You know how those are? Alright, let's signal it up so the trains don't disagree with each other. Oh, this is gonna be a big hill. That's a fat climb. We're gonna need some oomph to get her going. Alright, new line, please. Shoreport, or Canyon Valley to Shoreport. South Haven Railroad, Paxcom, Shoreport. Canyon Valley. Okay, just to differentiate it from some others. All right, back to Shop Town. Oh, I'm really enjoying how I made this. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, so for this we need something with a bit of grunt. How about, I don't want to use a 240 because 240s are silly. 060, use, that has 400. That has 406, that's better. And it can go 80. Alright, let's do it. But we need, that's 20 tons, that's 25 tons. We're actually going to have this be lighter of the two. Up a high grade, you can go 48 miles per hour. Let's do 2. Please. I believe this is South Haven Railroad number 4410. I think we finally hit our 10th 440. South Haven Railroad number 4411. Paxcom, short. I like to think they like took from this stock and we're like, yeah, we need some of those. How are we doing here? This looks a little more on the move, as they say. I think we need a more efficient out system for the logging railroad, but all right. I mean, that's all I had planned. You know, I wasn't really expecting to... Oh, the bus. Doi. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else planned for today. But it's not to say I won't in the future. I mean, I don't know what how I'm gonna structure this whole... This isn't Derail Valley. What game is this? Transport Fever Stream. Do buses for Canyon Valley. That's a little wonkers. But yeah, I think what we're going to do is just slowly just build up this route until it looks as beautiful as it feels. I don't know if that's how I wanted to put that, but yeah. So we're just gonna sloppily put this bus together. I'm gonna put this. Let's put this up here because nobody lives here yet. Get some steamers. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Canyon Valley bus 1. I think that that system I have works sometimes and not other times. Okay, and here we go with the broken buses. Sometimes I don't. Oh no, please. Sometimes I don't know how to properly do this. Okay, there we go. That'll work. And these are going to be pink, and these are going to be rose red. Where did they go? Oh, they're all going this way. Actually, let's make them purple. And, yeah, next time we will do 1881, and we'll see what that year brings us. I might leave the stream running a little bit, just to capture the, a bit of the South Haven Highway as it stands now. This is just like a massive massive, like 6-tracked, like main line, you know. Got all sorts of different things going on. And as that train disappears into the faraway scenery, I bid everybody farewell. Thank you all for watching, and yes, we will be seen another time.